Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. No, I'm not happy guys, I'm not happy. Missed opportunity in Villarreal. Missed opportunity, mamma mia, disaster. Second half, disaster, my friends. Disaster, my friends, I'm not happy. Today I'm not happy. I tell you the truth, I'm not happy. I was super happy about the performance that we did in the first half. I asked for a bit more initiatives, and what did we see in second half? No initiatives at all. No initiatives at all, and on top of that, some disaster players. I tell you my flop 3 in the second half, because in the first half we saw some beautiful players. They were doing really there well. I give you three people that I didn't like, and I hope they went out of the field before. It was De Sciglio, Locatelli, and Rabiot. Rabiot because he played quite okay until the disaster mistake. He did the disaster mistake sleeping, and one mistake is cost us now the obligation to win the game of the return. We are obliged to win, guys. We are obliged to win now. There is no average goal 1-1. In the past, last year, it would maybe have been good because at 0-0 you win. Now you can't discuss anymore. Now it will be you win or you go or you stay in Torino eliminated from Champions League. One mistake, and we are speaking about the mistake. If we speak about the performance of second half, disaster. And you know when I'm regretting it? I'm regretting it when towards the end of the game, one ball. You give to Vlahovic one ball, and immediately out of nowhere, the guy is able to create a chance from nothing. Immediately with his body, turning himself with his left foot. Then you have a goalkeeper, of course, but he's going on target, and it stays 1-1. But what a stupid mistake. Locatelli, disaster in the second half. He was only playing back pass. It's a player that I love because of his verticality, because of his vision of the game, and he did it 1 or 2 times. But today, disaster. He was playing in the second half back pass. You enter with an Arthur ghost, invisible. He didn't even give physicality. We gave actually the ball to Villarreal in that second half. It's a pity that we have to come here after a beautiful first half where we were pumped up, where I was pumped up, and I was thinking that we could have gone for another goal, maybe with another mentality. You know why I'm pissed off? Because I know that you will write again, Allegri out. I know that, but I'm pissed off because Allegri, that you are saying out a few minutes or seconds before the goal of Villarreal, he's saying literally to Rabiot, he's saying verbally to Rabiot, pay attention to Parejo, because Parejo, he will go and he will unmark himself. Pay attention, don't leave him alone. Please don't leave him alone. And what happens to Rabiot? He fall asleep. I don't want to crucify Rabiot and saying that the performance or the 1-1 is due to him, due to his mistake. Yes, but it's because of the team. The team, they disappeared. They totally disappeared in the second half. De Sciglio, disaster. Cecilia is saying also it's a fault of this De Sciglio. I don't know if it's the fault of De Sciglio, but disaster. And 2 times he's giving the ball again horizontally in a so dangerous position. Back passes of Locatelli, dangerous assassin passes and assists from De Sciglio, and that had been big mistake of Rabiot. Guys, I'm not happy at all. I'm super depressed. I'm sad because of what I saw in the second half. I'm here. I want to analyze the 360-degree Juventus. And now we will speak about why it happened. Why? Because we are doing a masterclass tactically without defense. We have to admit it, without defense, without Chiellini, without Bonucci, without Rugani. So you have to invent yourself, without Dybala. So it makes sense that at a certain moment you can suffer versus a team that is absolutely in big pace. They are in big form, they are doing well, they are in a positive moment. So I understand that it can be difficult, but when you start the game and you have the gift of your life, and when I'm saying the gift of your life, I'm speaking about the fact that you're scoring at the 32nd second. then you have to do something else. And in the first half, Juventus was not only defensive. A lot of time we were, from the first minute until the 20th, we were in defensive phase, but we were organized, we were clean, we were lucid in mind, we were giving the ball too much to Villarreal, and then Juventus start to grow. We start to take that possession of the ball. We start willing to do something. Then again, Villarreal, and we finish the first half again with a Juventus that wants to create something. Were we able to create? No, because Vlahovic was often too far away up on the field alone, and it's a pity. And it's a real pity. I'm really sad. I'm really sad. But then, okay, you can say good Juventus in first half with the right attitude, despite all the players that were not there. And then you go in the second half and disaster. The second half is a disaster. And it's a pity because you are doing a result versus Atalanta. At the end, we were playing quite okay versus Atalanta, but then you give them a goal out of nowhere because you are with your average block of the team too low. You are doing the same mistake versus Torino. You is doing again the same mistake versus Villarreal. Third time that you are doing the same mistake, and third time that you are going with a 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. Then you can say maybe if we didn't do that, maybe we would have lost 3-0. Maybe. I don't know at the moment. I don't know. I just know one thing. It's a missed opportunity. That's what I believe. Then if you want to change my mind and say that it's a gain point, a good point, maybe. But it's a pity. It's a pity. I'm not happy. I'm not happy about how the player entered that second half of the game. Really not happy. Thank you for the donation. Ron, who's saying Cuadrado disappointed me today. Lot of touches, but nothing helpful. Vlahovic getting wrestled all the time and is getting old. Guy, thank you for the donation again, Ron. I have to admit the same thing. I was pissed off with Cuadrado and also with Morata at a certain moment of the game. Why? Because I was furious in front of my television against the referee. At first, I was super furious because I was saying he's never giving RS a foul. Never. He's never whistling fouls on Juve because, you know, you are aggressive at that moment, you are pissed off, and you are screaming at and shouting towards your television. But then you see the replay and you see that on Morata, there is not even a touch. He's just putting his hand and Morata is falling on the ground. By the way, Morata did a great performance today. At least he did what he could. Cuadrado, towards the end of the game, he's trying to look for the foul. He did it in the first half. It worked. In the second half, he did it again. He tried with his experience. He's falling on the ground out of nowhere. He's taking the ball with a hand, and we give the ball back to Villarreal. And we know how difficult it is to take back that ball from Villarreal when they have the possession. So, yes, I agree, Ron. I was also disappointed in Cuadrado, not able to do a good cross. So yeah, I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all. Abai, Mattia De Sciglio did not win a single battle with their winger. No, today De Sciglio was bad. Hello Beppe, hello Anish. How much weekly wages does Rabiot need to stay awake for 90 minutes? And that's another thing that I want to point out. How is it possible? How on earth is it possible that we don't have players that can keep running for 90 minutes on the field? How is it possible that we have cramps and Villarreal has no cramps? Torino has no cramps. Atalanta, they have no cramps. They have cramp when they want to lose time. But we have really serious cramp when we have to go for that second goal. De Sciglio is out, and that's not possible. And again, I don't want to blame De Sciglio about his season. He's doing a beautiful season. But today, he totally missed it. Rabiot is lose that focus on that goal. And he was doing an okay game. We were praising him at halftime. Arting was doing the same as De Sciglio. We were lucky not to concede another blunder goal. It's correct. And that's why I'm pissed off, because at a certain moment in the second half, if you lose 2-1, you can say nothing. You can say nothing on the second half because we were doing our own mistakes. This is so frustrating for me. You are giving actually the opportunity to the other ones to go and score our own mistakes. Own mistakes. This is not okay. This is absolutely not okay. This is something that I really don't like. Thank you, Paul Lombardi from Canada, who's saying, Beppe, where is the creativity? Bah, Creativity today, it was difficult to find the creativity. You miss a Dybala, so you have no creativity there, because we know it. We were already not a creative team in the beginning of the season, because the two strikers that were Dybala and Morata, they were in the middle of the field, and we were missing that finisher that today we have. Juventus has the finisher today. It is Vlahovic, but today you miss a Dybala. It's not from one day to another that you will have the creativity. If on top of that you have a Locatelli that starts to play with back passes, then we have a problem. Today in the second half, guys, really seriously, Locatelli did only back passes with some really dangerous ones, and you know how much I love Locatelli. I'm here, I'm always defending the players, I'm putting also in balance what they are doing good, what they are doing bad, I'm praising them when they are doing a so-so game. Today Locatelli was not there. It's not a mystery that I took him out of my initial starting lineup. Then he played a good first half. The second half he was a disaster. Thank you for the donation, Paul. Bye. I expected 1-1 like this. Unfortunately, I wanted to win. I really wanted to win. We scored first and then we slowed down, and that's not the first time. We are doing it again. Normally, if you score at the 32nd second, normally you should have in mind that you have a 0-0. That's what I learned and what I was teaching when I was a coach of kids. I was telling them when we were conceding, or especially when we were scoring and leading, I was telling them, guys, nothing happened, it is 0-0. Have in mind that it's 0-0, especially that early into the game. We have a bonus, great. So take a bit more of risks, because you have that bonus at the 30th second of the game. Take a bit of risk. So I was really not happy about how we faced our second half. And if I tell you about my about Serie A is a different story, because Serie A you can't miss anything. Here we are in Champions League, guys. We are in Champions League, guys. We are in Champions League, guys. Guys, if you want to discuss with me, I'm okay. You can give your opinion. You can tell me what Allegri did well, what he did bad. You can tell me all these kind of things. But if you start as a kid writing Allegri out, I will first put you in timeout, and then I will probably block you from the channel, because this is not a constructive talks. You have a balance. Not a bad result, but is this Juve? Every damn game, our entire team is on their knees. When did we dominate the game the last time? So fed up with this defensive approach, outplayed by every game. I can't stand it. This is a constructive feedback, something that we can start speaking about. And I agree kind of with Softic. I was not happy because we had the defensive approach that I can understand in certain moments of the game. If you look at the first half, it makes sense that sometimes you are going a bit more defensively and then you try to do something, but the second half, please, the second half, what a disaster second half, a disaster where you were only playing defensively. Is it part of Allegri? Yes. Is it part of the player? Yes, because Locatelli was playing dangerously with back passes, because De Sciglio was absolutely not entering in the second half, because Rabiot fell asleep, and it's a problem. It's a problem. Thank you for the donation, Mohammed. I understand Allegri want to play counter-attack, but where is the counter-attack? Vlahovic need a ball to score. It's Allegri today. It's part of Allegri today as well. But on the other hand, who could give him support? Who could give it support? The only one that was trying something in the midfield was McKennie, unfortunately injured in the last 10 minutes. But also him, for me, McKennie was the only midfielder that played really well. Offensively, defensively, did quite well. Allegri could have asked a bit more from his team in the second half. I agree with that. He could have asked it, because if you are going in a 4-5-1, it's not the smartest thing to do. It's not the smartest thing to do. And again, because I analyze always the game in moments. If you want to do it for 15 minutes, why not? And then you have to change, like we did in the first half. Second half, we were not there. Juventus is embarrassing to watch sometimes. We are a big club, but we play like a provincial team. I agree. What do you want me to say? Today, I'm not here to defend that. Today, I'm here to to say my opinion, and my opinion is not really well about that second half. Ciao Hosar. Unfortunately, we are becoming 1-1 FC. From 1-0 FC to 1-1. I don't like Allegri with an early goal, but maybe without that early goal, we would never score. It's true. Thank you, Juan, for the donation. We need to stop sitting back for 60 minutes. That's what we did today. We sat back even more, to be honest. We sat back for 20 minutes in the first half, and we sat back for 45 minutes in the second half. So 45 plus 20, it's 65 minutes where you sat back. Thank you for the donation, Juan. I really appreciate it, but I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I am here not to defend. And guys, sorry if I have a bit of delay with your messages. Thank you for the donation, Wolf Master, who's saying Cuadrado is not helping the team at all. Whenever he gets the ball, he's not crossing at all, always returning the ball back. I smell an agenda. I don't understand the I smell the agenda, but I will speak about the first part of your comment, who is correct. Cuadrado was a player that I did not really like when he was playing with Allegri in the beginning. I was not a big fan of Cuadrado. I was super impressed, and I praised Cuadrado with Sarri and with Pirlo. I see a total different Cuadrado again. I see again the Cuadrado that I did not really like in his first seasons with Juventus. Sorry, the one that is not doing a lot of assists, that is taking a chance and putting these balls in the air. Why is it? Because he has not the feeling with Allegri, because he doesn't understand what Allegri is asking him. I don't know, because Cuadrado can't be a finished player from one season to another. But also him is a player that will have his contract extension soon. Is it the Cuadrado that we want to see? Maybe not. Maybe not, because he's doing a bad game versus Torino. Today, he did not... He helped, pay attention, because he helped a lot defensively Danilo. On the right side, it was from one wave on another, especially in the first half. They came only on that side, only from there. So he had to also play a lot and support Danilo. But it's true that we don't see the Cuadrado that we saw and that we appreciated before. Thank you for the donation, Roberto, saying winning is not important, only thing that matters. It's true. It's correct, Roberto Gallo. What do you want me to say? It's correct, but if you are not winning since 3 games now versus strong teams, I agree. It's something that you had to do better. It's something that you had to do better. It's true. Let me check if we have other donation, because I saw some from some people. Wait, let me check that I don't forget the super sticker of Muser99. Thank you for your super sticker. We saw it in the chat. It was animated. When I pin it out here, we can't, but I saw it. I saw the one. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And then Target, thank you for the donation. We're saying Allegri is still too pragmatic. This strategy makes sense if you have the players to do so, but not with the squad we have available. And the problem is that we didn't have a lot of players available, and I believe, and again you will say that I'm defending Allegri, I believe that we did right in the first half. I saw the master class of Allegri with the players at disposal in the first half. I think we missed it in the second. We missed it with Allegri in the second, and it can happen. Sometimes you start with really well, because Juventus, they were organized, they played well, they understood, they had a plan, there was a plan, they understood also where the danger would come from Villarreal, and we were able to not suffer even if they touched the post one time. We know it, but otherwise Juventus is not doing bad. We were here like 1 hour ago speaking about how the masterclass of Allegri, but then you go on a total different Juventus in the second half. Why is that? I don't understand. Why? I don't understand. I really don't understand. This is something that we have to fix. Is it because of the players that are not able to do it? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Why? A lot of people are asking me, why not Soulé? Why not Soulé? I give you the answer that you will not like. I know you will not like the answer that I will give you, but I will give you the same. It's because at a certain moment, Allegri saw that the team was suffering, and putting a Soulé first game in Champions League that is not defensive at all, it would have unbalanced the team even more, and then on the right side of the field. And that means that you have to take out a Cuadrado that is supporting Danilo a lot. Or it works and you go offensively, or it totally doesn't work and you leave Danilo there on the right alone, where Villarreal is attacking, and then you concede a second goal. This is why not Soulé. Did I want to see a Soulé in an offensive Juventus that was aggressive and that wanted to go for that second goal? Yes, Juventus was not able to do it in second half. This is why not Soulé. A pity? Yes. But you can't put a Soulé and then put a split in the team and leaving Soulé up together with Vlahovic, or asking Soulé to do the Cuadrado of the situation would not have worked. Ricardo is very disappointing, saying hi from all the boys from GFC in Melbourne. Thank you, the family of Gigi Buffon there. Thank you to all the guys from Australia, from Melbourne, that actually wake up really early to see the entertainment that Juventus gave today, and the entertainment was not great at all. Thank you, Mlaggio, that is saying, ciao Beppe, I think we missed Chiesa like hell. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we missed Chiesa. Of course we missed Chiesa. But today, as some people are asking, why were we not creativity? Where is the creativity? The creativity was in the J Medical with Dybala, with Chiesa. Hey, how many teams would have some difficulties? But we were not doing that bad. We were not doing that bad. The problem is that the mentality in the second half was not there. Part of Allegri, part of the players that were not able to do it. Then you have on top of that now a McKennie that was not even able to walk. Hey, I'm scared. I'm scared. Vlahovic was good. He was really strong. But he didn't get usable balls. But in the first half, I think that he had to be a bit more selfish. I think that he had to be a bit more selfish after his goal, because he had 2 times the opportunity to try. I don't know if he would have scored or not, but at least to try, and he didn't take his chance, unfortunately. For Juventus, he wanted to be generous, and he didn't have to be generous, because in the second half we see it, one time and he goes. Come on, people, like the video. 169 likes, that's really not a lot. I know you are sad. I know you are sad, and correctly so, because I'm sad as well. I'm angry. I will not break my computer, my camera, my microphone. I will not do these kind of crazy things, because all things considered, we are doing 1-1 and we have to play it in our home. It is Champions League. There are the 16 best teams of Europe that remains. 1-1 in Spain is versus the most informed team of Spain at the moment is something that you can accept. I'm just really disappointed, because we could have won it. And for me, it's a missed opportunity. Let's go to Juan. Thank you again for the donation. Mlaggio and Juan Echeverri. We need to press like Liverpool and Bayern. That's a beautiful one, but unfortunately it is not possible, because we don't have the players to do it. We don't have the players physically to do it. It is the reality. We are starting to have these kind of players with the Zakaria that is starting. Locatelli could do that job from the moment that is 100% again fully fit, and you saw it. I spoke about it, how tired Locatelli was. And if Locatelli is doing these back passes, if it's not really clear in mind, it's because at high level sport, from the moment that you are tired, you are not lucid anymore. So I'm not surprised that it was the first one that we changed. Without McKennie, it will be another problem, because it's another big pressure. Now, I don't know if you saw the same game as I saw, but did you see De Ligt pressing really high? De Ligt was pressing super high at a certain moment of the game. He was going up a lot of time. So the pressing idea is there, but not everyone is De Ligt in our team. It is the truth. Alexandro is not De Ligt. Danilo is another type of player. Today, Rabiot is not that type of player, especially after the goal. He totally disappeared in his mind. Ciao Anthony Quintero. I keep saying Juventus with a lot of potential, and that's why I'm angry, because I saw the potential today. I saw really the potential of that Juventus. That Juventus is strong, but they don't know that they are strong. They don't know yet that they are strong. We can go and win that Champions League, but we don't know it. It's very typical Allegri, but it's true. Score and hide. Beside that, Rabiot and Locatelli, horrible game. I agree. Robert, and thank you, guys. I know that I'm late with 5 minutes. We give much respect for mediocre teams. I am worried. Yes, mediocre. Pay attention, huh? Real Madrid is doing 0-0 versus Villarreal. They are winning 4-1, 4-2 versus Getafe. Again, mediocre team, it's a big word. But it's true that Juventus needs to win. We need to win. But you see, look at the odds, to bet. Nobody saw Juventus winning today. Eh? Nobody. It was really balanced. It's a pity. It's really a pity. Really a pity. Really a pity. 222 likes. Let's go. We can do better. I don't mind drawing when trying to win, but that's where I think it's a missed opportunity. I do mind drawing when trying not to lose and having the lead. It's true. It's correct. Nicolotti, thank you for the donation. I can't believe that we stay back almost every time we score. We need to push and maybe score a second goal and not let the opponent grow. This is something I don't like. This is something I don't like. The fact that we are often giving the possibility to the opponents to believe that they can do something. Because we are giving them the ball. We are saying, here, take the ball and play. And we will stay organized and we will wait. And I agree with Nico. I agree. Something has to change there. Something has to change there. Thank you, Nico, for the donation. And thank you, Mohamed, as well. When Villarreal was attacking crazy, they couldn't do anything. Second half, they left the ball in our leg. We didn't know what to do with it. And it's a mistake that came. It's perfect. Perfect what you said. Perfect. Before the goal of Villarreal, we were trying to dominate that game. We started quite well in this first half. In the second half, we started quite well. From the 45th until the 55th, you see, if you watch the game back, you see a Juventus that wants to play football. But we arrive around the box and we, like Mohamed is saying, we don't know what to do. And we go back and from individual mistakes, one time, 2 times, 3 times, then Villarreal is thinking, hey, we can do something. Maybe we can do something. Why not trying? Because they are sterile, they are not dangerous from the moment that they are there, and they go back. And then if we put a bit of pressure, they will miss it. And they saw immediately that De Chilio, look, first half De Chilio was good, they were pressing there. From the moment they understood that De Chilio was in difficulty, they were going on him. Ciao Daniel, thank you for being a member, buddy. Do you honestly think we will ever change? Yes, I believe. I believe, honestly, really, but I don't know if we will be able to do it this season. Because I don't know if the team is complete. I don't know if we are ready to do it. I don't know how many injuries we will still have. And I don't know when Allegri will ask the players to give up what they are doing now and go. Lose or win, whatever. I don't know. So it's a lot of factors. Huh? I believe we can do it, but it will depends on a lot of things. Can we beat a team that goes for 2 goals per game instead of 1? Can we beat that team? We only go for a second goal if we tie it. It's a mentality approach that we have to change. Ciao Arif. Abdelila is saying this fan base is stupid. First, let's say they have other opinions. People talking about missing Chiesa and Dybala. Are you kidding me? I don't know what's your opinion, Abdelila. If you are agree or not, I didn't understand your comment. Arif is saying, and that's Allegri, said the clone with tears in his eyes and drew himself a smile. Who said that? I don't know who you are talking about, Arif. Thank you for the donation, buddy, but I don't know who you are talking about. And that's Allegri, said the clown with tears in his eyes and drew himself a smile. Ah, okay, okay. I would see it in 2 ways. Because you can't, I don't agree that I'm not a black and white person in analyzing something. I'm a black and white person when I have to take a decision. I'm not a black and white person when I have to analyze something from outside, because I don't believe Allegri now was a disaster today. I really don't believe that, because you have also to praise the good thing that we did and from where we come in the beginning of the season. He fixed a lot of things. He didn't fix other things. And that's a problem. I'm not happy with the behavior of Allegri in the second half. I'm happy and I'm praised what he did in the first. He needed a bit of that push. That's probably what he missed today. That push. He was not able to give that push to the players. The confidence. You see, I'm watching an anime at the moment. It's called Kingdom. Kingdom. It's a real story, of course. It's an anime and it's exaggerated, but it's based on historically events in China. How actually the different states of China, how actually the king made sure to unify all of them. And you see a lot of historical events in the war. The war, which you have, one tribute versus the other one. They are fighting, and then you see these kind of leaders, the generals, the leaders, they are going and they are saying, now we go. You have a lot of strategy, and that's actually what I want to compare with. You have a lot of strategy, the stratego, and this is Allegri, because he did a master class in terms of available players, how to play them, and how to stop Villarreal. What we missed probably, it was at halftime, an Allegri that didn't only say pay attention here, pay attention there, but instead of only pay attention, saying let's go and sink that yellow submarine. That's what we probably missed in that half. Not saying only well done, pay attention, because he said pay attention to Rabiot, and Rabiot slept. He said pay attention. He anticipated the goal, Allegri. He said pay attention, he will score. And a few moments later, he scored. We needed that leader that said in the locker room, let's go. Sink that yellow submarine. I'm disappointed in that. And that's where I agree with Arif. Allegri's building, he will fix it. Oh, I'm sure about that. He has 4 years. He started with a disaster team, the same disaster team as Pirlo also. Huh? Don't forget how much you were criticizing Bentancur, Kulusevski, Rabiot, Arthur, some people. A lot of people were criticizing everyone. Alexandro, he has the same players, minus Ronaldo plus Locatelli. That is totally tired. Huh? He's tired. He has no energy anymore. So we can't say that now we are much better. But he will fix it. Of course he will fix it. But he needs also sometimes to take a risk. Is it because he knows that there is a second leg and that we can do a surprise in the home? Maybe. But pay attention to the teams of Emery. Pay attention to the teams of Emery. Here, before Quintero. That's a problem. Huh? 63% for them, 37% for us. At first half is not good. Even Juventus 23 is not that bad. Yeah, that's a comment that it is what it is. But the first part is correct. And we saw it versus Torino in our home. We gave them the ball. So that's my question now. What will Allegri do? Because we have a second game and it will be in our home. Maybe you are thinking, because we are playing in our home, we will have that offensive football. We will take the lead on the game. We will be dominant in that game. But we saw a few times, especially this season in our home, that we don't have the balls to do it. And that's my worry. That's why I will not sleep until the return game. When is the return game, by the way? I don't know. I think it's the 20... No, it's today, the 22nd. So when is the return game? It's a pity. It's really a pity. I want to know. It's the 16th March. So it's in 3 weeks. With what players? I don't know. I'm curious about McKennie. Show the statistics, but I didn't prepare them, guys. But we saw the game. Huh? Do we need them? Allegri said it. Maybe I can read them instead of showing them because I didn't prepare. But if you want to see the statistics, 58% possession for Villarreal. We knew that they were good in possession of the ball. 42 for Juve, but again, we are not there. 6 shots for Juve, 7 for them, 3 on target for them, 2 on target for us. So if you see, there is in terms of stats, because Sam was saying we will laugh. I'm not laughing. If I'm an outstander and I don't know the game, I see that it's something that is totally in line. 1 save for Villarreal, 1 save for Juventus. I see the same balanced stats, but I don't care about the stats. I care about the performance. And the performance is not backing up because we were not good. We were not in danger. Because we were not in danger. We created the goal for Villarreal ourselves. It's also true, Radovan. It's also true. Yeah, but it's true. I agree. Huh? But then people will say, Beppe, you're looking for excuses. I don't look for excuses. I try to see the whites, the black, the grays. Uh, but with the team that we had, maybe because a lot of people I was asking, what do you think about the result and the prediction? Nobody was saying Juventus will win. Nobody was believing in Juventus, except of me, because I'm crazy in my head and I'm still optimistic. Otherwise, nobody was believing in it. And we start and we are doing good. That's the problem. We are doing good. And then we disappear. Thank you for the donation, Zenit. We don't see a lot of people from Europe doing a donation. Thank you, Zenit. From what country? Repeat me from what country? I'm curious, Zenit. I forgot what country you are living in. Rabiot 12 process is slower than GTA 5 loading screen on PS4. Yeah, on PS4, Zenit. Because on PS5 it's a bit faster. It's a lot faster, by the way. PS4, GTA 5 is a disaster. You can go, you can make an espresso, and you can come back. But it's true. You made a mistake like that, Rabiot, and it's your fault, and it's fine. But you know what made me really angry? The fact that not only is doing a mistake, but 5 minutes later he's about to have a red card. He's about to have a red card. You know that he was about to be subbed by Zakaria, and instead he had to take McKennie out because McKennie was injured. But disaster. Thank you for the donation, Zenit. From the Netherlands, from Nederlands, natuurlijk. Ik was het vergeten. Man, excuses, Zenit. Forgot. Sometime I forgot. I try to remember a lot of things, but thank you again for the donation. Saif, how many times will Rabiot forget about his man marking? This is like the third game this year I've seen him. It's correct. It hurts. Andrew, Denmark. If we play like this, the game is 50-50 in return leg. The mentality of Allegri needs to change. It's supposed to be 70-30 for Juve. It's correct. And you know what annoys me? That last year with the away goal rule, you could even say yes, but 1-1 is not a bad result. Because with 1-1, if you do 0-0, you win. With 0-0, you win. 1-0, 0-0, you win. Now you're obliged to win. 1-1 is not enough. 2-2 is not enough. 3-3 is not enough. But luckily, because if they score 2, then we have a problem. So maybe Allegri will understand that now we will have to win. You know, in Champions League knockout stages, I love to check the full. So the 180 minutes, we played 90. 45 were good from Juve. We saw the potential. I would not say extraordinary. I said good, and we saw the potential of Juve. In 45 next minutes, so the second half, we saw the limits of Juve. People from Albania! Vlahovic scored a goal with his weaker right foot. Beautiful and precise goal. Trezeguet style. Giuseppe, I am a little bit disappointed, but I still believe that we can progress. I also believe, guys, it's not the end of the world. It's not over now. It's a 1-1 in Spain versus Villarreal. We saw some beautiful things, and we will continue to grow. I'm just disappointed. I am disappointed. I am disappointed because I see the potential in that team. I see the potential in that team. Guys, I have a bad news, guys. I have a bad news. I have a real bad news, by the way. Let me put it on. Thank you, George, to point it out, but I think we have a real bad news, guys. Unfortunately, I will have to show you. That's a real bad news. Also, bad luck, We have to say the truth, guys. Also, bad luck. Where are we? What's happening here? It's this one. Also, bad luck. You can say whatever you want, but Juventus and luck, it's two total different stories. And look at the bad news. The bad news is that there is it's not 100% sure, guys, but there is a possible fracture for McKennie from Giovanni Albanese, guys. These are bad news. Mamma mia. He couldn't put his foot on the ground. Possible fracture is a disaster. On top, That's really bad. That's really bad. That's really, 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 really bad. Mamma mia. Possible fracture for McKennie. Let's see tomorrow, but possible fracture. It's a disaster. I know, Robert. It looked like that. When you play so defensively, a single mistake can weigh a lot. People from Serbia. And thank you for the donation, Ali. Ciao Beppe, ciao Ali. We've a few players who've been absent-minded recently. It's a lack of understanding, tactical or luck or lack of ability to apply them on the pitch. I think it's also the players that are not used to play these games that tactical for 90 minutes. We changed totally the team from Allegri in the past to now. We changed totally the team and wait, I saw something in the Telegram group. The X-ray was done immediately on McKennie's foot. The concern would be if it's broken or not. Possible fracture for McKennie. Disaster. Season over for McKennie. Disaster. On top, bad luck, but you have bad luck, it's impossible. Chiesa, McKennie, Dybala 4 times this season, and Bonucci, and Chiellini, and De Sciglio, and Bernardeschi, and the other one, and Arthur, and mamma mia, disaster. No, I believe, Ali, to answer you before I start in my depressive phase, I believe it's the players that are not used to play that tactical for 90 minutes, because that's the thing of Allegri. Tactic. And if you are able to apply it, you win 1-0. Today you win 1-0. The game is perfect. You win 1-0 away. The problem is that it's hard. It's hard to keep that standard for 90 minutes, especially with players like Rabiot that fall asleep. Thank you for the super sticker. Hajuni, am I pronouncing it well? Hajuni 90. I hope I pronounced it well. How is it possible to get so many injuries in the whole season? That's absolutely not okay. We have great potential. But the one of McKennie, guys, it's bad luck, because it's not a muscular injury. But we have too much. You know that there is that myth story that in Vinovo, it's a myth story from the past. Capello was not happy to train there in La Continassa, Vinovo. Why? Because he said that the weather was not good and that the players, there was a humidity and that they were injured. That's why he didn't want to do the pre-season there. It's true. I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. Let's first read Sadar Morata playing defensively too much. No one in the front except of Vlahovic. Yes, it's correct. On the other hand, what do you want him to do? To stay up front? If he stays up front, he will. Then it's and Morata and Vlahovic that will never see the ball. Whereas the fracture will is on his left foot because he put it bad on the ground. He put it bad on the ground when he fell on his foot. Thank you, Abai, for the donation, my friend Abai, who's saying pros. Vlahovic was very good, and pay attention. I want to remind you guys that it's not easy because the guy was criticized a lot after Torino. He was on the front page and so on. He was really great, not only with the goal, but how he defended, how he played, how he defended the ball, how he tried to create this thing. So I agree with Abai. We saw a balanced and dangerous 3-5-2 that actually was a 5-3-2, 5-4-1. But it's true, shaping the first half, the cons are that deep block gives every opponent a real chance. You remember a few days ago we were speaking about it, and some people were telling me, Beppe, now that Mercato is closed, what would you do with that team? And I asked something, except of the injuries and the doctors, I was asking to grow and to go a bit more up with that block. The block is too deep. Could have easily won, but we don't push when we have a lead. It's correct. It's correct. It's such a pity. Oh, it makes me hungry, guys. It makes me hungry. Also because my son is starting to interest himself in football. He's watching with me. He's happy. He was celebrating the goal of Vlahovic with anger, and then he's pissed off. He's pissed off because we don't play. It's not beautiful to show it also to my son. Huh? Because I want Juventus. I want that tomorrow he goes to school and he said, guys, you see, Juventus top team, and now he will not receive the beautiful compliments of his teammates, of his classroom mates. It's such a pity, yeah. I saw some people in the beginning excuse. I don't know, because today I'm not finding any excuses. Huh? So who do we want to go for? Do we want to go for, I don't know, MVP? Can we do an MVP today? MVP for Juve side. We can put Vlahovic with his goal. De Ligt, that was phenomenal in the first half. Danilo as well in the first half. I need a fourth name. I can put McKennie because McKennie was the less bad in the midfield. He tried something, so we can put the four-man in MVP. You have Vlahovic with the goal, with the only chances created. Morata, he played really well, but from the moment he's in front of the goal, it's a disaster. We have to be honest also on that. De Ligt, a real beast, also in the second half. The only one that was pressing really high. Danilo was good. And then a McKennie that played well in the midfield, I have to admit. Juni. Okay, Juni. The H is just my first initial. You see, I'm learning. Abai, tell your son to start next year. I know. Now he's 13. For the first time he started watching football. I will not tell him to come back. Hey guys, we're nearly at 300 likes. Put a maximum of like, guys. Made me smile a bit. At least if we are not smiling at home, let me smile myself a bit. Allegri, we played well today, especially in the second half, man. I don't know. Allegri sometimes, I don't know if he's a troll. I don't know if Allegri is trolling all of us with his comments, because I would have said we played well in the first half. He's saying we played well in the second half. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know if he's trolling us or not. But I'm trying to see. Okay. I'm trying to see if we have some comments here. But today we missed Dybala as well. Huh? If we have that Cuadrado, we miss Dybala. Here, his face. I know that you don't like his face, but you will have to accept it. What is he saying, our friend? I prefer a winning and ugly Juve than a pretty and losing Juve. Yeah, I agree on that. I agree. But the problem is that I don't remember when was the last time that we won something. So I want to win. Allegri. He's trolling. I agree. Danilo MVP, most consistent player on the field, with a beautiful assist, by the way. Who's winning? 50% of the people are going for Vlahovic, 25 for the league, 17% Danilo. McKennie with an 8%. Is trying. I agree. Robert, we played well in the middle half. Correct. Hey, look at that. Who's there? Rise and Cross. Donated $5. Thank you, Rise and Cross. And what is Ryzen, our friend, saying? He's saying, Zlatan, that once said, you bought a Ferrari, but you drive it like a Fiat. That is what Allegri is doing. He's holding the team back from doing more in attack. I remember that sentence. He said that when he was playing at Milan to Allegri, if I'm not wrong. The year that they lost the Scudetto versus Juve, if I'm not wrong, guys. Huh? If my memory is working, Rise and Cross, please confirm, and thank you for the donation, my friend. So please confirm me, but it's true. It's true. I told you, I'm not the biggest fan of Allegri, but I'm also not a hater. I understand what he's doing, and there is also a why. I just miss that, because tactically, and I promised you, guys, tactically, I never seen a coach as good as Allegri. Tactically, there is no one better than Allegri. You can tell me whatever you want. There is nobody that can read a game, anticipate a game, because he knew the game, how it would be. He knew what to do to block the other opponents. And that's what we are doing versus Torino. That's what we are doing versus Atalanta. That's what we are doing versus Villarreal. Nobody better than Allegri on that, but I missed that. I'm not Allegri out like a lot of people. I missed that plus. I missed that plus. And that's where he needs to convince me. Yeah, Ralph, it was against Arsenal in Champions League. It's true. Zlatan at Milan versus Arsenal. It's correct. Thank you for your donation, Rise and Cross, my friend. Yeah, I think it's hard, huh, guys? They made the X-ray and it was not looking good at all. Absolutely not good, looking good at all. I will try to open the Telegram group because I know that Mo is always doing a great work there. It's difficult to pick anyone, to be honest. It's true. It's true as well. Katana, Allegri, not exactly wrong. If you look at from his perspective, he was looking for a coherent defense, and in the second half, Villarreal didn't have the chances they had in the first half. They scored the only chance. It's true. It's correct. From his perspective, it can be correct there. What's happening in the Telegram group? Let's see what's happening there. In our Telegram group, Giorgio is saying we will play everything at the return of the game. Of course, that's logic. De Sciglio, difficult game, especially for you, De Sciglio. We have to be honest. We will play everything in our home. Yes, but in our home, we were not able to beat Torino. The news about McKennie, I already told you. X-ray was done immediately. Concerned that it's broken. You have the goals there. I will take him away, otherwise we will be banned with the channel. It started really well with some beautiful images there. Some beautiful images. It's a pity, guys. It's really a pity. Guys, 52 minutes into the live, and I'm a bit sad. Missed opportunity. I will stop the vote here. 48% said Vlahovic. I don't know who to choose. I don't know, honestly. Ryan, what about Mancini? What about Italiano? What about Landucci? Oh, come on, guys. Ryan, I wanted to comment your reply, and then I see Landucci and I start being angry. You know that if you write Landucci on my channel, I go crazy. It makes me even angrier than today's performance with 1-1. If you are telling me Landucci. Why? I tell you why. Again, last time, and I hope I don't have to repeat it. Landucci is like the shadow of Allegri. They know themselves since that they are born. An assistant coach is not doing whatever he wants because the coach is not there for one game. Landucci was losing versus Roma 3-1, and out of a panic mode we won 4-3, okay? Otherwise we were doing the worst game, even worse than Torino versus Roma, okay? So Landucci, he changed because Allegri told him to change it, okay? This is it. And then he played in Coppa Italia versus I don't know what game. It is what it is, guys. So stop with these stupid comments about Landucci. Landucci he sees Allegri more than his wife, okay? If you believe that an assistant coach will except of the situation of Pirlo with Tudor, but Tudor was not even an assistant coach, huh? But if you believe that an assistant coach has total different ideas than the coach and will apply them from the moment that the coach is not there, I can guarantee you that we'll never see the assistant coach anymore in the future, okay? That's one thing. Then if we stop with this childish comment of Ryan, we can focus on maybe the valid options of Mancini and Italiano. Mancini did really well with Italy. Pay attention, national team is totally different than a club. It's not a bad coach. It's not a bad coach at all. If he comes, why not? playing, he trained, he coached abroad and so on. He has a past at Inter. He's a Juventino from when he was a kid. Why not? But it will also take time for Mancini to settle. Italiano is a different story. I believe that Italiano can become a really great coach, but not tomorrow. At Juve. First, I need to see a bit more. I need to see Fiorentina playing 2 times a week. I need to see a bit more important players at Fiorentina to see how he behaves. But Italiano is a coach that will have a big future, and hopefully can go in 1 season, 2 seasons to a bigger team and show. After Spezia, first season in Serie A. After Fiorentina, first middle team in Serie A. Let him grow, do his mistakes, and he will become a really great coach that I hope to see at Juve one day. So that was the comment of Robert as well. Italiano is a really great coach. I prefer a lot the way Italiano is playing than Mancini. Mancini, he did great with Italy, did okay with Inter while there was no competition, did well in UK. Is good. No, yeah. This kind of, if you put Milanducci, it's probably the worst thing that you can tell me if when I'm angry. No, it makes me go crazy because it makes no sense. It makes no sense. I was assistant coach. I was coach when I was assistant coach and the trainer was not there because it was amateurial. So he had a wedding or so on. He was telling me, Beppe, this is the formation. What do you think? Because you work together. You work together. Do you think that this is good or not? I told him, maybe yes, maybe no, let's do that. What happened if we have a red card? What happened if this? What happened if we lead? What happened if we lose? And from the moment I was on the pitch, I was doing what he told me to do. What we agreed together to do. Well, guys, if you believe, and Roma, again, if you see the game of Roma, it was the worst Juve until the 3-1. 70th minute where suddenly Juventus played out of anger more than because we played beautiful. I'm sad for McKennie, really sad for him. He was growing really great. Now we will see Zakaria. Now we will see immediately, we want the return on investment immediately from Zakaria. Luckily we bought him, luckily, otherwise it was a disaster. Then we are not going in Champions League at all. Allegri is here for 4 years. That's another great comment, total correct. Forget about Allegri out. It will not happen. Even if we don't, and hope I am touching wood, even if we don't go in Champions League, Allegri will not go out. Forget about it. Put your head here, you wait, and you will see. Allegri will not leave. So adapt, try to see the positives, try to be harsh on the negatives, but make yourself how do you say, mettre son âme en paix. So rest a bit, take it out of your head. It will not happen, okay? Forget about the change of coaches. We have more coach under our contract than young stars. It's true. We are paying still Pirlo and so on. So, guys, seriously. Let's speak seriously. I agree with Ryzen. I didn't see the comment of Ryzen. But we don't have a solid defense, neither a midfield to push forward. The defense should be solid, but the problem is, where are they? If they are at J Medical, we have a problem. When we have a very good defense and very good midfield, we never argued about attacking. Remember that. Our midfield, you know what's sad for me, guys, seriously, is that Locatelli, that was our best midfielder in the first part of the season, that is out of energy in the moment of extra push. But it's also normal, mentally it's normal. He played a Euro that he won, that actually he didn't even have to play, because if there was no COVID, he would not even be in the national team, because it was played in 2020, where he didn't even play with Italy. That's one thing. Then he played, he won, he had no holidays, and during his holidays, he was obsessed with Juve. He wanted to go to Juve. He was not sleeping, the guy. Then he started to play, you have to carry the midfield. It makes sense that mentally you are totally a disaster. You're a wreck. And you saw it today in his performance. Ciao Abab. I jinxed, sorry when I said we will kill Villarreal. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, Ab. Thank you for the donation, my friend. It's absolutely not your fault. You know how many times I jinxed things. I said today that we would win 3-0 as well. Disaster. So let's see how long Dybala will be out. They said 10 days. They said now in Empoli, and then he will be back. Let's see. Dybala. Bonucci, good signs for him, huh? Luckily good signs from Bonucci today. But we also, hey, don't forget, guys, huh? Today we can be angry, huh? Because it's a missed opportunity. We can be angry. But if you consider everything, we were a disaster in the beginning of the season, huh? Mamma mia, what a disaster. And the season where Juventus has to be on top, it's next season, huh? We are still in a building phase, huh? Bogdan, I hope our J medical players will return more stronger and hungrier. And I hope fast also. Bayern Munich also have a 1-1 and nobody worries about the home game. It will be a win, an easy one. There is no reason to be upset. The goal was not to lose achieved. That's true. It was said. If you listen to the press conference, they were saying it. We don't have to lose. Chelsea won 2-0 versus Lille in their home. Covers 8 minutes immediately, and then Pulisic. And they didn't have the possession. 48% possession, but they were a bit more clinical. 5 shots on goal. Lille with the possession only 2 times on goal. When is Chiellini coming back? I don't know. Robert. La Juventus in vantaggio. Pep, any update on Chiellini? I don't know. I really don't know. Oh yeah, that's correct, huh? Bonucci entered well. I was happy to see him back. I agree. He will be a big support. Huh? You know why also? I don't know if you noticed, but without Bonucci, Locatelli is going down and he started to build from the back too much. Today there was Bonucci. He didn't have the need to do it. Mamma mia. Oh, guys. Ciao, Robin. Rugani will probably be back earlier than Dybala. Can be. Guys, stop Allegri out. He's staying. Ciao, Abab. Thank you for your donation, buddy. But yeah, of course he will stay. Now, do we have to accept everything from Allegri? No. Can we be critic with Allegri? Absolutely yes. Because it's true. When he's not doing well, he's not doing well. According to me, guys, masterclass first half. Second half, he missed that let's go attitude. I understand that you have a second leg, but in second leg, everything can happen. Everything can happen. Look at now. We will probably not have McKennie that played well. And no McKennie means no rotation in the midfield. Now Zakaria will have to play game in, game out. 90 minutes. Mamma mia. Tomorrow morning at 6:40 in the morning, he has an appointment to the hospital. He will have to go surgery for the 2. We were hoping only 1. It's the 2. He's suffering a lot. And my father is suffering a lot. And probably today he couldn't even kick on the table, punching the table out of anger. So my father, I think... it was even more frustrated today. Poor Fire. He's suffering a lot. So tomorrow 6:40 in the morning he goes for surgery, 2 arms. Let's see. Hey Bati. Ciao Bati, comment tu vas mon ami? Ça fait longtemps. Ah, look at that. That's a good friend from me. Battista Migliorisi. Look at that. I hope you are doing well, my friend. J'espère que tu vas bien. Passe le bonjour à papa. Passe le bonjour à maman. Passe le bonjour à tout le monde. Look at that. Battista. What a beautiful name. I love the name Battista. I will tell hello to my son. He's the best friend of my son, guys. So it is what it is. Okay, we continue. Matthew, Locatelli needs 2 weeks of rest, poor guy. He has our best midfield, but he's burned out from playing every game. Now I'm wondering if we should also have picked Tandes. Now it's too late, Lars. I'm sorry about that. Hope he recovers quickly. I hope as well. Ali saying, Web, I have noticed your vape. Send me your address. I will send you a nice gift. Yeah, no, I have. But, we were talking about it 2 days ago, huh? We were talking about it 2 days ago, and by the way, thank you for the donation, Ali. And I was saying that on live, I don't vape, I don't smoke, I don't do because I don't like. I don't like. I think that you also have a part of responsibility. There are a lot of adults watching the channel, but there are also some younger people, and I don't want to be a bad influence for them. So that's why I'm nearly never, except sometime one or, but it's really. No. So, but thank you for the donation, Ali. And I will not give my address like that on live in front of all the people in the chat. Thank you for the donation, my friend. Nini Baranto from Sweden. What is he saying? Wasn't it the fault of De Ligt? I don't believe so, because you really clearly see Rabiot that is actually it's his man, huh? Parejo is the man of Rabiot. He had to have him. Allegri asked him right before, like 1 minute or two before, pay attention to him, and he's actually leaving him alone, unmarking himself. De Ligt is more on the right side in the defense, and Rabiot is there, and the ball comes really over him to the guy because he was not alert. He was sleeping on that one, and you see the reaction of De Ligt immediately. He said to Rabiot, we told you to pay attention. So you see that even De Ligt was super pissed off with him. We need to give credit to Allegri as well for all the things that he fixed, because we have a lot of things to fix in the beginning of the season, the defense and getting the most out of De Ligt, and McKennie, the offensive, is where he needs more confidence in the players. But with Vlahovic, it will help. If you see what he did today on that first goal, I need to see it again. It will help. And then we will have a lot of players also next season. But guys, I was angry, again, missed opportunity, but I will not be depressed. There is still an away game to play, or actually it will be our home game this time. That's for the Champions League, where I think we need to go through the quarterfinals. Do we have the team to win the Champions League? No. Do we have the team to win the Scudetto? No. Do we have the team that has to be in top 4? Yes. Do we have the team that has to go through in the quarterfinals? Yes. Are we still in building phase? Yes. Is the team complete? No. Are we also suffering from bad luck with big injuries? Yes. A lot of teams are having injuries, but Juventus, from the moment that you start growing, you have the same problems again and again and again. It's a pity, huh? It's really a pity. Let's see. I saw that Ryan was writing again, hopefully not about Landucci. Otherwise, I go crazy. Empoli, we lost in the second game. I expect Juventus to win now versus Empoli on Saturday. Please, at least that. Sure. I think you're speaking to the chat, Felix, because I don't know your name really well, so I don't know if you know me, my opinion. You know that I'm more pro Allegri than against Allegri. Absolutely not. Allegri out. If you put in the balance, I'm a 70-30. I like Allegri. I respect. I said it earlier, genius of strategy. Sometimes he just miss that push to the team. That's what we missed today. Correct. Cecilia is still there, but we didn't lose. McKennie is injured, but we have Zakaria, and I think that Chiellini Dybala will come back for the second leg, so let's be optimistic. But with Chiellini and Dybala, I'm not speaking only about Dybala, but Chiellini and Dybala in Champions League, you never know. Better not counting on them than expecting them. It's not, no games are easy in Italy, no game, but in the world. But we need to win. I expect Miretti to start training with the team. If McKennie is really injured, like season over, Miretti will be promoted. Yeah, Then will he play or not? That's another discussion. Ciao, Chris. We have to win against Empoli, I agree. Guys, 1 hour and 10 minutes. I think that then we will start to be repetitive. So I don't know if you have other question to ask to me, or you want to discuss about something, but otherwise we can close. Ryan Saliba. I said get well soon to your father. Fino alla fine. Grande Ryan. No, I was pissed off because of the Landucci. For me, it makes no sense. But I'm not pissed off with you, of course. Thank you, my friend. Ryan. Sergio, oh, I think it's Sergio, not sure, but I think it's Sergio. The goal of Villarreal came from a foul on Vlahovic, maybe. I was screaming at my television when it happened, right before. I know. Then, if it was not that, we would have conceded another one. I don't want now to say, probably it was foul, and we would not have conceded that one, but I prefer to speak about what we did well and bad today, but it's true. And then, you know why? Morata sometimes is falling on the ground where there is nothing or a minimal contact. We are in Champions League, guys. We are not in Serie A. Then you have Quadrado doing the same, taking the ball with the hand. Then a referee sees 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. The 4th time he doesn't whistle anymore. Then it's our own mistake, guys. We have to be honest on that. I feel like some players in the team play for the wages, not for the club, but it's changing. I saw a total different approach for the team. Now I think it's more some physical limits, some mental limits, some tactical limitations more than not playing for the club. While in the beginning of the season, but Allegri said it ourselves, we were not a team. We were playing for our own interest. It's true. But it's true that we are not over. With the rebuild, it's not over. Pepe, we need to improve our ball position, because the last 5 games we lost ball possession. But it's correct. We already spoke about it. I agree with Sisman. Secondly, Allegri need an update to himself like other coaches. But the big question, it's like the chicken or the egg. I know then you will tell me a theory about it's the egg or the chicken. I don't know what you will tell me. But the concept of what was first. This or that. We will never know. Is it because Allegri is outdated, or is it because he's putting these kind of strategies because he knows that the team cannot do more? We will never know. Also, if we are speaking about that, then Rabiot deserved a red. It's true. A lot of people are telling it. For me, it was a red as well. And you saw his face. He knew. Oh, 327. We have to play the music. Let's go. Ale, 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 oh. Guys, I'm depressed. I can't even cheer up. Mamma mia. Can be another solution. Playing with 2. Locatelli, Zakaria can be a solution. Can be. Probably will see Miretti, Coming up, playing, I don't know. Coming up, yes. Bueno. Oh no, I don't think that we... Chesney made me angry. Was it in the first half? Yeah. In the first half, he made me angry. Mamma mia. For one thing, I saw the Udinese and Empoli and Napoli games. Mamma mia. He made me angry, but then, okay, it didn't happen. For me, he's absolutely not at fault on the goal. No, we can't blame him. He's doing a really great season, except of these first games. We must play the rambling. I can't put the music from Attack on Titan, guys. Otherwise, they will ban my channel. Notizia pessima, sì, lo so. Bad news for McKennie. Yeah, I think it's over and the season. Fracture to the foot. We are in February, end of February, March, April. It's over. It's yeah, broken foot for McKennie confirmed by Romeo Agresti. Thank you, Dino Muhamedovic. Thank you, Dino. Thank you. I would prefer that you would not have said it. It's written also in our Telegram group. And guys, for the people that do not know, we have our Telegram group. Look, you can see it here. And Mo El Shahali is reporting 90% of the news. I'm reporting 10% of the news. But he's saying, bad news for the Juventus, broken foot for McKennie. And then you see here also, it's now set that Juventus will offer for their renewal contracts with a fixed base and a substantial variable part bonus that depends on reaching sporting result. Bold decision. Sporting results, but also individual performances, like appearances, goals, assists, and so on. So that's a big change of strategy. It's totally out of the game of today, but I think it's important also to tell you Juventus now will go for less fixed money, but more variables in bonus. So instead of, like for Dybala, for example, 10 million and stop, or instead of, I don't know, 10 plus or 8 plus 2, they will go for 7 plus 3, maybe. I'm not speaking about, that's an example, maybe a bad example start, then you will start being crazy, but I don't know, maybe Bernardeschi, he has now 4.2, maybe they want to go to 2.7 plus 1.5 on bonus. New players, a lot of bonus, you have to reach them. Are you injured or not? Because if you're not injured, guys, it's a problem. So I would, then you have two different injuries, and like the one of McKennie, it's not his fault. It's not his fault, of course not. Then it's the fault of nobody, of course. But you have these chronic injuries, and then you have these kind of bad luck like today. But you have appearances, assists, and so on and so on. So, yep. Bad news for McKennie. Mamma mia. Guys, it was nice talking to you for more than 1 hour. Ciao Bati, ciao Hip, ciao Zakir, ciao Luca, ciao Abab, Marco Meola, ciao Jorge, Recornaldo, Ninib, Luis, GR, Siamak, my friend. For me, it's unbelievable that people see everything is Allegri fault. Yeah, we spoke a lot about it. I think you have to balance everything. Do people think that we have such good players and Allegri can't use it? But it's, you know, last year it was the players, they are bad. All out, all the players, they are bad. No creativity, back passive say, and blah, blah, blah. And now it's Allegri. Now suddenly the players became top form. So, but it is what it is. Thank you, Siamak. Thank you, Hip. Mariano, home of Juve. Mike Bilue. Thank you to all the guys. Thank you to all the members. Community is great and growing. Grazie. I'm sorry today I couldn't bring you more than a draw. But we are still in. That's the good news. The bad news is we'll have to do it without Weston McKennie. And that's a real pity. Ciao, grazie, forza. Juve. Ciao. Oh, and don't forget to put a maximum of like before leaving. Put a maximum of like so that we will win the Champions League. Thank you.